Another summer departure for the Tigers is announced as Andy Smith completes the permanent switch away from the MKM Stadium to join Gillingham. So this comes off the back of Andy Smith coming through our youth rankings. I think he was first signed by the Tigers back when he was aged 9. Of course, 23 now, so that's quite a lot of time spent in the Hull City system. Of course, he captained the under-18 side, went on to go and get a few senior appearances for the Tigers, and then spent a few times out on loan at various different clubs. I believe he was at Gillingham last season, for the second half of last season, helping them out during that time. And of course, he impressed enough for them to want him this season, this season and moving forwards. It's a permanent transfer. It's no longer just the 1-year switch for Andy Smith. In this video, I'll be going through what Hull City have said on the transfer news surrounding Andy Smith. I'll give you my thoughts on what this means for Andy Smith, his future, and also what it means for the future of Hull City's defensive lineup. So first of all, let's go to what Hull City have to say. Defender Andy Smith has completed the permanent transfer to Sky Bet League 2 side Gillingham for an undisclosed fee. The 23-year-old spent the second half of last season on loan in Kent, helping keep 5 clean sheets in 12 Gills appearances under the first John Coleman, and then the current manager, Gareth Ainsworth. Rising through Hull City's academy ranks after joining at the under-9s level, as I said, the centre-back captained the under-18s before making his senior debut in the EFL Trophy tie against Fleetwood Town in January of 2021. So he's got some time inside of the senior camp. He was handed his championship bow against Cardiff City in December of 2023 and made his 7th and final appearance for the Tigers in last season's EFL Cup tie against Sheffield Wednesday, where he did kind of all right in that game. Certainly, whenever he's been featuring for Hull City in some sort of senior capacity, I've been fairly impressed with him. Certainly when he came freshly back from the Grimsby Town loan, I was like, oh, there's a bit of a player here. I wonder what he can sort of produce. The Banbury-born defender enjoyed 5 loan spells, first at Salford City, 2 with Grimsby Town, as I said, where he won promotion from the National League in 2021-22, Cheltenham Town, and then finally Gillingham. We'd like to thank Andy for his hard work and dedication throughout his long association with the Tigers and wish him well for the future. So that's what Hull City have to say. Well, what do I have to say on the transfer of Andy Smith to Gillingham Town for permanent? Well, it's a permanent one. We get a fee. That is some big sort of development for this upcoming transfer window, where we do want to spend money. There is a few possible high pricing targets on Hull City's radar that they are maybe narrowing closer to signing, and to fetch maybe not a lot, but certainly something from Andy Smith leaving the club. That is something in itself. Every little helps, as Tesco says, and Andy Smith has certainly helped in this case. Of course, it's the best thing for his career, his future. Andy Smith is probably not going to get a whole load of game time for Hull City this upcoming season, if any. As I say, maybe the odd cup game, 3rd round FA Cup, Carabao Cup, as I said, the first or second round, if we ever make it past the first round of them competitions. That's probably his extent of his time for Hull City this season. So beyond that, it's either a loan out or a permanent move away. Another loan out, as I said, he's had 5 loan outs so far for Hull City. 2 to Grimsby, Salford, Gillingham and Cheltenham Town. That's the last one. So 5 loan outs, impressing majority of them. I think Cheltenham was his weakest appearance, but I mean that Cheltenham team didn't seem to be doing too well anyway. So certainly impressed in a considerable amount of the loan outs, and impressed enough at Gillingham, as I said, to move out there permanently. It seems like the perfect switch. He's going to get game time. He's going to get into a team that wants him and wants him there week in, week out. Early transfer, which is good. I mean, we're seeing this from Hull City. I mean, last season, at this point, we'd only just signed Cody Drammer. We've signed 3 players and released a few already to free up the wage bill and get some money in our back pocket ready to sign some more players that will help us in this upcoming season. And that's the big thing. Help in the upcoming season. Is Andy Smith going to help the Tigers enough to warrant keeping him on for this upcoming season? No, unfortunately not. He's not going to get the game time, as I said. And then when he is, who's he going to get replaced for? Charlie Hughes? No, he's not going to get replaced for him. He's probably not going to replace for Johnny Egan, Alfie Jones, Sean McLaughlin, and then anyone else that I'm forgetting or anything. So he's not going to replace anyone. Semi Ajayi as well. He's not going to replace anyone in the sort of lineup. A depth piece maybe, but I mean, a depth piece at this point where we have so many defenders, is it really worth it? No. So it's the best case scenario to get rid of Andy Smith for a permanent deal, get him out there, say best thing for his future, and we just wish him the best of luck moving forwards. Hopefully we see him down the line and he's playing off against us in the Premier League, who knows? But best thing for us now, release him. Well, not release him, transfer, permanent transfer, get the wage in, free a bit of space up on our books, and look forward to the rest of the transfer window. So this one kind of came a bit out of nowhere. I mean, there is a video coming out on the channel later on today where I do talk about some of what Hull City's youth players might be getting up to this upcoming season. And I've already recorded it because I record my videos a bit earlier in the day. And I talked about Andy Smith, and I believe that I said in the video, oh, a permanent transfer out will probably be best case scenario for him. I mean, that's before anyone knew that this Gillingham transfer was in the pipeline or that it was announced. So I guess I give myself a pat on the back for predicting that one. But yeah, if you see the video later on and you expect Andy Smith to not get mentioned, he does get mentioned because the video's already been recorded before the announcement was taking place. So there we are. Hull City do like to ruin my plans a little bit. But anyway, stay tuned on the channel for liking and subscribing, and I'll keep you updated on everything Hull City has to say. Andy Smith, just one of the first little bits of transfer news this summer. 5 more expected to come in for Hull City. We've already had 3 additions already. So it's going to be another busy summer for Hull City. Fixtures do get announced tomorrow, so stay tuned on the channel to know Hull City will be playing on opening day. Plus, so much more. This is your one-stop location for Hull City, so I'll see you in the next video. Up the Tigers!